drinks right next to you. Be careful with those. RJ, I love you very much, but I'm going to take these away. You want these? Keep it, make it look good. You want this?
I love it. Okay.
All right, guys, here we go. Have a great show.
Live from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, AEW presents Double or Nothing. Buy-in.
Tonight, we drop back in on the scene that changed the landscape of professional wrestling 5 years ago. Arguably the best pro wrestlers in the industry that wanted to change the world have now created a destination for those who dare to dream under the brightest lights here in Las Vegas. We are in the fight capital of the world here tonight. We are here for the buy-in for Double or Nothing. I am Renee Paquette. Joining me here tonight to help break down all of the action come to us here tonight. I'm joined by the one, the only, RJ City.
Hello, everybody. You know, this building, the MGM Grand Arena, opened in 1993 with a Barbra Streisand concert. But tonight, these are the luckiest people in the world because what happens in Vegas may change AEW.
Well, with hopefully not more Barbra Streisand references, joining us tonight, the legendary man. He has done it all, seen it all in the world of pro wrestling. Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, RJ, you're going to kick us off with Barbra Streisand? You know, when you're in Vegas, you got to talk about the numbers. 5 years in one day, this kicked off. I remember sitting in my house in Hendersonville, Tennessee, watching the kickoff. I've got a ton of respect for the entrepreneurial spirit that was showed. But I'm a third-generation promoter, and I know this oh so well. It doesn't matter what you did 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. This building has hosted 4 decades of professional wrestling extravaganzas. All that matters is what happens tonight.
No doubt about it. Well, listen, there's plenty of things for us to be breaking down here tonight. So let's talk about what's happening here tonight on the buy-in as we get right into the action. Diana Purrazzo, the virtuosa, going head-to-head with the Mera Thunder Rosa.
And then everybody loves the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass, unless you're the Cage of Agony, Brian Cage, and the Gates of Agony.
Now live on pay-per-view for Double or Nothing, we've got a triple main event starting off here with the TBS Championship on the line. Willow Nightingale puts it all out there as Mercedes Moné makes her AEW in-ring debut.
And then for the AEW World Championship, is it still Swerve's house if Daddy's home?
And we've got Anarchy in the arena. It is back. We've got the Elite taking on Team AEW, FTR, Darby Allin, and Bryan Danielson.
For the AEW Trios Championships, the reunited Death Triangle looks to put a bullet into the Bang Bang Gang.
And we are all under the learning tree of Chris Jericho to the three-way matchup for the FTW Championship with FTW rules as Chris Jericho takes on Hook and Katsuyori Shibata.
And then an international, and then Trent Beretta may answer for his actions unless he can beat the Pope out of Orange Cassidy.
Good one, good one. The AEW Women's Championship on the line. Timeless Toni Storm puts it up against the Professor, Serena Deeb.
And then interpromotional and international implications in the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship Eliminator match between Jon Moxley and Takeshita.
The aerial assassin looks to become the new international champion tonight as he takes on next Strong, Roderick Strong.
But then let's talk about an AEW first. A barbed wire steel cage match for the TNT Championship. There will be blood as Malachi looks to break the brood of Adam Copeland.
I came out here as Adam to talk to all of you.
The man named Adam was so pivotal to the industry that he changed its landscape.
I want to talk about positives.
The man really created a facade from who he really was. And thus the devil sent the men from the house.
Oh, the mist!
The man had not realized that the universe will manifest in balance. All I have to do is kill the facade.
Oh, Brody King and Buddy Matthews.
Mr. Matthews, take his wedding ring. Everything that held you back, such a small little trinket.
You took the one item that kept me tethered to my comfortable world. But I've been walking this path since before your balls dropped. Malachi, be careful what you wish for.
You want my darkest side? A double or nothing, barbed wire, steel cage match for the TNT Championship.
If I beat you, you bend the knee to the House of Black.
What if I defeat you and the house joins me?
I only chose in the abyss that we created together.
Malachi, when you see evil in a man's eyes, it's already too late.
Adam Copeland has seen and done it all in his professional wrestling career. He's had 33 steel cage matches, but never before has he had a barbed wire steel cage match. How is this going to be different for Copeland?
Lots of violence, steel cage, it's unforgiving, lots of blood. I'll just get it right out there. And you hit on a stat that I looked at. We talk about the numbers. Adam's had 33 cage matches in his career. Malachi, only 4. He's had his most success here in AEW as a trios guy. 175 days as trios champions with the House of Black. Adam Copeland's going to walk in here, and he is, I just got to say, my man Adam, I would not want to be in Malachi Black's shoes tonight.
Well, listen, the only way to win this match is by pinfall or submission inside that steel cage structure. But there's more attached to this matchup because we heard Adam Copeland say if he loses, he will join House of Black. If Malachi loses, they have to join Adam Copeland. What exactly does that mean for the future of all of these men?
I've talked to Adam Copeland. You've talked to Adam Copeland. He's a real fun-loving, down-to-earth guy unless you make him very angry.
Sure.
And when they took his wedding ring, they made him angry. We forget how dark Adam Copeland can get. And I think this is a master strategy trying to infiltrate, break up, and maybe even take over the House of Black.
How much of an advantage do you see for Adam Copeland tonight? He obviously has so much history in a structure like that.
While he's tapping into the dark side, he's dropping blood from the ceiling. I don't know what he's capable of right now.
31-year vet, 11-time world champion. Why do you even ask that
really
question?
Have the numbers.
Why do you even ask that question?
Well, to learn a little bit more about this specific steel structure, let's head on back to Lexi Nair.
I've got Charlie Ramone here, special match coordinator. Charlie, talk to me about what goes into constructing a barbed wire steel cage.
In this instance, you have a cage that stands over 15 feet tall from the ground up. It weighs over 3,000 pounds. However, woven throughout it is going to be over 500 feet of barbed wire.
Wow, unbelievable. Now, I was told that Adam Copeland was actually a part of this planning process. What was that experience like?
I normally would say good. In this case, you had Tony's absence, and there's also been a lot of emotion involved in this. I'll just say it's been tough.
Well, with that all being said, how dangerous is this match, and what can we as viewers prepare for?
Normally, a cage match is something that's built to settle a feud. In this case, Lexi, it was built for destruction.
Things just got a lot more real. Thank you for your time, Charlie.
truly terrifying. I tried to get a good look at that bad boy earlier today, and oh man. All right, carrying on here, plenty of action still to come here for Double or Nothing. We've got to talk about these Unified World Trios Championships. This really is the first test for the Bang Bang Gang. Can they keep all eyes on them and the gold around their waist as they take on the returning team of the Death Triangle?
Here we go again. A tale as old as time. You'll never get rid of me. I'm like a cockroach, always lurking in the underbelly.
Our bastard Pac! He seems laser focused on the Bang Bang Gang.
Look, Pac, it's great to see you back in the ring after your little vacation. But if you stick your nose in Bang Bang Gang business, we will permanently put you on the shelf.
Make me feel something. I dare you.
I bet you care now, don't you? Pac, you asked us to make you care.
Make me care.
He just gave you exactly what you asked for.
Gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you my amigos.
Death Triangle.
You think you're hard? Unified Trios Championships, Double or Nothing. I guess we'll find out.
All right, before we get into the nitty-gritty of this Trios Championship matchup, RJ, we got to let the people know how we can watch this pay-per-view.
Yes, we do. If you're in the United States, you can watch Double or Nothing on YouTube, in demand through traditional cable and satellite providers. You can also watch it on DAZN, Bleacher Report, Triller.tv, PPV.com, and even Dave & Buster's.
Now, if you're internationally or outside of the United States, you can watch on Triller TV, PPV.com, YouTube, DAZN, Main Event, and Sky. Do not miss it. So much happening here tonight.
Where can't you buy it, Renee?
Listen, we don't have time to rattle those off, Double J. We got to talk about this Trios matchup. We've got like a real brothers versus brothers situation here. We've got the Guns versus Penta in Phoenix. How do you see that coming into play tonight?
I think they're very evenly matched. I have to say that.
Tell them.
No. How often, I'm sorry to cut you off, RJ. How often do we see the challengers going into a title match, to me, the odds-on favorite? It's kind of international greatness. Pac, whatever you want to call him, Phoenix, Penta, those guys, they just have a uniqueness about them. How do you figure out a strategy?
Okay,
how do you figure out a strategy?
Too. I want to jump in here because you're talking about international greatness. Yeah. Let's talk about Jay White. This man is money. This man is gold. This guy's going to be the X factor in this match tonight.
He's won championships, 2-time IWGP championship, 3 other Japanese titles. But I'm just got to say, the Guns are up and coming, but they're the wild card. They just don't have the experience to get it done tonight. Wow. I'm looking for title changes tonight.
Wow, you know, the Lucha Brothers, we saw on Collision, they have their kids with them. I don't think that's the wisest idea.
Mr. Streisand, is that where you're going where the real wild card is, the kids?
Yeah.
Come on, RJ.
Listen, we're not going to be seeing children involved in this matchup tonight, but yes, these guys are going to absolutely destroy each other, but I think that Jay White is going to really be the factor here tonight.
Well, you know what? I want all of you to maybe gather around the learning tree tonight.
Would love to.
Because I think Chris Jericho is going to teach some FTW 101 to Hook and Shibata.
It's true, I am the new FTW champion!
Chris, I know who you are.
It's now your responsibility to teach the younger generation, and that's what I'm doing. Look, there's still certain things he needs to take from the learning tree.
The man simply known as the wrestler. Oh, onto the pucks! Oh, he just threw it in his mouth! Big Bill, choke slam through the table!
This is the For the World title. It's not For the Hook title.
Whoever I need to be to get my hands on Jericho, I will be.
I want another shot at Jericho, too.
The winner of this match will go on to face Chris Jericho for the FTW Championship in Las Vegas. Dueling submissions, cheap taps out to balls.
2 winners on a double submission makes my job a little harder.
And we'll chop down the learning tree and take Jericho's title.
Chris Jericho, you don't know who or what I can be.
I'm not losing to anybody, ever!
We're all now under the learning tree of Chris Jericho. The man has done it again. The man has yet again reinvented himself. Talk to me about this iteration of Jericho.
You know, I just love the graphic, the font of Chris Jericho with the big Cheshire cat, the grinning smile. Oh, just got to give him all due respect. All kidding aside, Double or Nothing, 5 years ago. Who's the first AEW champion? 182-day reign. You talk about foundational members, about foundational pieces of the puzzle of AEW. Jericho's right there. Another stat that just impressed me beyond all, I could not believe it. 24 different championships Chris has held.
Wow.
So that means in a lot of ways he's reinvented himself so many times. This one I love, sitting under the London tree, because there's a lot of validity, easy for me to say, validity to it.
Validity.
Well, let me take this over for a second. I think FTW tonight stands for Freaky Three-Way. I think Jericho has perhaps bitten off a little more than he can chew. Let's talk about Shibata. 2017, Shibata had a subdural hematoma after a match with Okada. He thought his career was over. He thought his life was over, and he came back. I can't see anything standing in his way this match tonight.
You say you don't see anything standing in his way, and yes, this is a three-way matchup. We're talking about Hook. This is a kid that so many people have said that they see something so special in him. Everybody wants a little piece of that. Everyone wants to get in at the jump to say, hey, help to create this kid that's going to be a star in this industry. But another person to throw into this mix is Samoa Joe. He's been lurking.
And I tell you what, Renee, there's something about a singles match, a tag match, even a trios. When you have a three-way match, the chemistry can really be thrown off. That's why Hook, in a lot of ways, has the edge here, because he's raw, he's undeveloped talent, but they don't have enough arsenal to, I'm not sure, to get in their brain to figure out that strategy. Hook may slide in the back door here.
I feel like I've been seeing Hook have a little fire, though, that can maybe throw him off. His emotions might come into factor here for this match. Speaking of emotions, this matchup is breaking hearts around the world. Former best friends in opposite corners tonight as Trent Beretta looks to take out Orange Cassidy for good.
Best friends, Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta.
This is a team that's been around together for quite a while.
The Final Four in the tag team tournament is here on exposed buckle. Oh, God. The Young Bucks, they've made it to the finals. There you go, Excalibur. And you go. Oh! What the hell? What the?
I'm sorry that I didn't do this a long time ago.
I've always thought you were a piece of... I want to fight you in the damn parking lot! Because of what Trent did to Chuck.
The simplest way to describe this is a grudge match.
Chuck Taylor will never wrestle again.
He's a sociopath that thinks the rules don't apply to him. Double or nothing. I show the whole world I'm a better professional wrestler than Orange Cassidy.
Double J, talk to me about what it's like to go into a matchup with somebody that you know, maybe better than you even know yourself.
And that you hit the nail on the head. You know, we're right in the middle of in the United States of America. Playoff hockey, playoff basketball, 7-game series. You've played against each other so many times throughout the year. You literally do know your opponent a lot of times better than they didn't know themselves. So when it gets right down to it, in my opinion, it's who wants it the most. Does Orange Cassidy really need another win? In my opinion, no. Trent doesn't just want one. He has to have a win tonight. That's why I'm going with Trent Beretta tonight.
Finally, I agree with Jeff Jarrett.
Shut your trap.
Want to know why? Because he upset his own mother. He upset Sue. I can't upset my mother. It's a whole thing. I talked to the therapist later.
Your mother.
No, but if you're ready to do it, clearly Trent Beretta has a very clear game plan in his head.
But it's not only the game plan. Look at what Trent did to Chuck Taylor in their parking lot match. I mean, this is another version of Trent Beretta. I mean, we've been able to see this man wrestle for a very long time, but this version of him, like you said, this means a lot to him. He has to get this win tonight to really land as a singles competitor.
And that's the difference. When we're sitting here as the people are filing in, MGM Grand Garden Arena, it doesn't really get any bigger than this. And no matter how many wins in AEW, wasn't Trent on the original Double or Nothing you said earlier?
So was Orange Cassidy.
Okay, like I said, who has to win? Not who wants to win, who has to win. It's Trent Beretta.
Trent Beretta has to win, but you know who wins a lot is Orange Cassidy. I mean, you cannot deny the track record of what Orange Cassidy has done, and also what he's been able to put his body through, yet bounce back and come back for more and more. But you have to look at the emotion that's involved in this matchup.
My prayers to Sue regardless.
Poor Sue, my goodness. So do you have a final verdict? Who you think's going to walk away the winner tonight? Just try and get it done?
Trent, all the way. All the way.
All right, I agree with Jeff.
Hush, Streisand, hush.
Wow.
I can't believe you guys are both going with Trent on this. Orange, I got you.
In the words of Burgess Meredith on The Twilight Zone, will it be time enough at last for Serena Deeb, or will the AEW Women's World Championship be forever timeless?
Hikaru Shida. Exhausting. Rio. Blase. Diana Purrazzo. Where do I begin? Thunder Rosa.
Timeless Toni Storm making the 4th defense of her 3rd reign.
So many opponents, so many styles, so many backgrounds. But they all have one thing in common. They are not timeless.
I've made my return to AEW after a very long 15 months on the show. The thing that stuck in my mind was this dream of finally becoming AEW Women's World Champion.
Next time I touch this, it will belong to me.
You may be a fantastic wrestler, but you have picked the wrong business, sweetheart.
Serena Deeb undefeated this year.
When the professor wrestles, the picture doesn't go black and white.
Nothing happens for a reason, darling. Things just happen.
I have quite literally fought for my life.
Double or nothing?
I'm gonna fight to become AEW Women's Champion.
You want to be a victim? I will make you a victim.
Who has the home court advantage coming into this matchup? Of course, Toni's coming in as our champion, but Serena Deeb has been in this business for a very long time. She wants this opportunity. She's going to seize it.
Renee, who cares how long she's been in the business? Honestly, what does it really matter? I mean, you talk about a home court advantage, the timeless one, the glitz, the glamour. This damn sure ain't Deeb's dojo.
I appreciate what you're saying, but I opened the show by saying this is the fight capital of the world. We've seen the likes of Ronda Rousey, Miesha Tate, Holly Holm, all these women that have walked just down the street and made a huge name for themselves in the world of fighting.
Tell that to Liberace. All I will say is that Toni Storm is a master at playing the games and making a show. She stripped in front of Deeb's flag. Nothing she has done has fazed Deeb at all. Deeb has a one-track mind, and she's determined to see it through tonight.
Has she ever won the big one?
No, she is not.
There's also the other X factor we got to bring in here, talking about Mariah May and Luther.
Well, you know, Luther is quite an intangible, let me say that. Mariah May, from what I've seen, is completely devoted to timeless Toni Storm. But when Deeb wrestled Mariah May, lest we forget that Toni Storm threw in the towel to save Mariah from so much pain.
True, true. Well, final verdict, you're going, obviously, Toni.
The timeless one is strutting out of here. If she might take a page out of the old Last Outlaws book.
Listen, you guys can scan. There's going to be a QR code that you guys can scan. That's how you guys can how you can buy the pay-per-view to join us as we are going live at 8 p.m. Eastern time with Double or Nothing. Plenty of things happening tonight. We've got championships on the line, many different stipulations. But now let's talk. Jon Moxley now has that top prize in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He welcomes all comers to step up to the plate. And tonight in an eliminator matchup, he finds himself nose to nose with the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita.
Jon Moxley is an icon in All Elite Wrestling and a global phenomenon.
The newly crowned IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
But Mox, there is no better athlete in professional wrestling than Konosuke Takeshita. 6'4", 240 pounds. There's no one in wrestling who's ever done what Takeshita has done. Beat Kenny Omega twice in 1 week. Destroyed Jericho. Destroyed Darby Allin. And now, the tornado known as the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita has come to take the IWGP Championship.
Mr. Takeshita's son.
This is the IWGP Championship, and I have been chasing it for 5 years. pain, blood, thousands of miles. When he steps into the ring with the IWGP World Champion, you will know the difference between me and him. Nobody can touch me. There are a lot of great wrestlers in the world, but there is only one, and there is ever gonna be one, Jon Moxley.
I've been able to see Jon Moxley hold multiple different championships in multiple different promotions, but to be there at Windy City Riot in Chicago, to see him walk away with that IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, that means so much to that man. The prestige that comes with a championship like that, knowing that Jon wants to fight. He wants to fight anybody. For him to put that on the line tonight in an eliminator match against Takeshita, a man that is perhaps just as hard-hitting as Jon, what do you expect for tonight?
Well, you know what? Takeshita a couple weeks ago said some controversial things in the press that you can only get so far being a good wrestler, and he needs to learn to be more than that. So I'm looking for him to have an edge tonight, and that may throw Mox off his game.
How much of a factor will Don Callis be in a match like tonight?
I just want to get right down to the point. Jon Moxley is a gamer. I don't care if there's Don Callis. I don't care who's at ringside. I don't care if you and him got in a fight yesterday, today, 2 weeks ago. Jon Moxley's a gamer. When I really, sometimes in my third generation mind, I start thinking, how would this guy have succeeded in the 70s or the 80s or the 90s? In what generation? Jon just does one thing. He wins. 89 wins, 3-time AEW champion. He is uncanny in his ability to rise to the occasion. If you want to fight, he'll fight you. You want to wrestle, he'll wrestle you. Singles, tags, trios, he just does nothing but win. When he steps into the ring tonight, big money match, all my money's going on Jon.
I echo that sentiment entirely, but it is my journalistic integrity to also talk about Takeshita. Talk to me about Takeshita and his history in Japan, in DDP, not in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
No, big DDT star. That's what drew the interest of Kenny Omega. That's what brought him over to AEW. And if he wins this match, seismic implications across all of Japan.
The first New Japan wrestler that Takeshita's ever facing is an American. Kind of ironic.
What a world.
Well, guys, let's talk about DraftKings here. DraftKings Sportsbook is an official partner of AEW. New customers deposit $5 and get a bonus bet back up to $1,500 in the amount of your first bet if it doesn't hit. Simply download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and sign up with the promo code AEW. And now, a word from DraftKings.
Never mind that, Renee. And now let's talk about the AEW International Championship. Will Ospreay get his first AEW gold, or will Roderick Strong finally get his GOAT?
It's Will Ospreay with a shot at the International Championship at Double or Nothing.
Will! You are so comfortable around me with that championship. Maybe it's because I've retired the Tiger Drive in '91.
Do it, you fraud!
I've done that move on people that I love, people that I respect.
When he loses to me, he has an excuse.
I do not respect you.
You better resurrect it, because you're dealing with the Messiah.
You think this is the end, Messiah? What, you think that this scares me? Not live for this, bro!
I cannot wait to get my hands on you.
What you have just done is just bonded me with that championship. My blood is on that championship.
A Double or Nothing, the assassin, and
bet it all, gamble your life, because I am on another level.
Look, anybody that loves professional wrestling knows who Will Ospreay is. We know just how good he is. We know of all of his accomplishments. We know he's one of the best to ever lace up a pair of boots. But now this version of Will Ospreay that I feel like sort of has his chip on his shoulder here in America, trying to remind people of just how good he is. And now he has a shot at the International Championship. Is there any way that he does not walk away with this tonight?
There are plenty of ways he doesn't walk away with this tonight. I mean, we always seem to forget the Undisputed Kingdom is backing up Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong is very familiar with being very vicious and upsets. He beat Orange Cassidy in the first place to win this championship.
Well, let's talk about this Tiger Driver 91, and we just keep calling for it. Roderick Strong, he has had a neck injury. I don't know that this is smart, that he keeps challenging Will Ospreay on this, who has since retired that move.
Are you kidding me? Do you not think he can't unretire? This is professional wrestling. All kidding aside, guys, do y'all hear the buzz coming, the energy coming? Yes. Whether you're a broadcaster, a talent, a wrestler, a promoter, a fan, you can feel the energy when it starts to roll in the building. When they just showed a graphic of Will Ospreay up on the Trine, what a vibe, what an energy he brings to the arena. Tonight, there is no chance in hell he doesn't walk out of here. He's a big money player. He has win after win after win after win. What does he call himself? The Willie Goat, the Billy Goat. He is absolutely phenomenal. He's a once-in-a-lifetime performer. He's a generational talent. Sure. You can give all the accolades you want. Roddy has... he's on the losing end tonight.
It does feel like there truly is some bad blood between the two of them that has gone back for some time. We heard them talking last week, I believe, on Dynamite about their time at Ring of Honor, about, you know, some trash being talked in the locker rooms between them. So I think that's also going to come into factor tonight. Absolutely.
I just know that Roderick Strong is an unforgiving kind of wrestler, and Ospreay's got to find some holes or else he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah, and you brought up Barbara Streisand earlier, so that goes along with your comment.
She has a few holes. Fine.
All right, guys, we have a triple main event here tonight for a double or nothing. Cannot wait to see all three of these matches. You do not want to miss this. We are live at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. We've got Anarchy in the arena, the Elite versus Team AEW, Bryan Danielson, Darby Allin, and FTR.
And then will the historical AEW World Championship reign be cut very short as Swerve Strickland defends against Christian Cage?
And the face of TBS, Willow Nightingale, will go one-on-one with the legendary, the CEO, Mercedes Moné. She makes her in-ring debut with AEW tonight.
Something big is brewing in Boston tonight for AEW Dynamite. Big business.
Please say hello to your new CEO. I'm the standard, the conversation, the blueprint. I am here to lead a woman's global revolution.
I am ready for my in-ring debut at Double or Nothing.
For me, wrestling wasn't the kind of thing when I started that I was like, oh, I'm just gonna try this out. It was just like, this is what I do now. 5 years ago, Willow Nightingale was still just somebody on the independents trying to make it. And here we are 5 years later. I'm part of a triple main event as the TBS champion. I proved to myself and to everyone else that I was worthy. So at Double or Nothing, I have to make sure Mercedes knows that I am worthy of being the TBS champion.
I am blaming you for taking the one thing that I love the most away from me for a whole year.
I'm the face of TBS, and this title is what matters to me.
At Double or Nothing, you're looking at the new face and the new TBS champion.
The last time we wrestled, I walked away a champion, and you didn't walk out at all.
A lot of pressure coming into this match for the CEO. 1 year of not being able to compete in the ring. Tonight, she finally gets to step in that ring to go one-on-one against Willow Nightingale. There's so much pressure on both of these women here tonight, but I will say Mercedes Moné, she thrives in that spotlight. She thrives in that pressure. We've seen her in those situations many times throughout her career, and I think tonight she just steps up to the plate yet again to remind us why she is the trailblazer for women in this industry.
Since the night she rolled into big business in Boston, all eyes have been on Mercedes Moné for her debut, for her in-ring kickoff. She's got a ton of pressure on her. If she does not deliver at the highest level, and I know you said she thrives on all that. 7-time world champ, I think along that.
Yep.
But I don't think the fans understand. I don't think Mercedes understands. Standing across that ring is a 9-year vet who's hungry. Willow wants to win, and I think she feels like she needs to win. I cannot wait to see this one.
She's not just a 9-year vet. She is the face of TBS right now. And I think it's crazy to position her as an underdog. You know, I was looking at her in that video. I noticed a scar here. Willow previously had a broken neck. She knows exactly what it's like to come back from injury. And I think she's going to show Mercedes how that really feels.
Who do you see walking away with the winner tonight?
Big money match. you got to go with the CEO. I just can't see her losing.
I also want to know what this means to be the CEO. I feel like we're going to see a different version of Mercedes Moné than we've seen in years past, and what that means, I don't know, but I cannot wait to see it. What do you think?
I'm picking the babe with the power.
Okay.
You know, an old friend of mine used to say, don't sing it, bring it. She better bring it.
Damn right.
I may sing it for a moment. Swerve has lost a little bit of hair. He's lost a lot of blood. But will he lose his AEW World Championship tonight to the leader of the patriarchy, Christian Cage?
Swerve Strickland to the top. It's over. Swerve is your new champion.
You just witnessed a moment.
I'm just proud to be the face of the franchise because this is a dynasty we're building.
I'll be the first one to tell you I've done some horrible things, but something about 4 elite athletes beating down Tony Khan, that sounds like a bitch move to me. Who's going to be my opponent at Double or Nothing? Come, present yourself, but make sure you wipe your feet before you step in there.
We arranged the very best, perfect opponent for you at Double or Nothing.
I never forget.
I thought it was apropos to return to the scene of the crime. The crime you committed against my son.
Nobody can ever say that Swerve didn't deserve this.
The top guy in the world. I said I was going to make you a footnote in the history of AEW. That's not good enough for me anymore. You have to be held accountable for the crimes that you committed against my family. For every ounce of Nick's blood that dropped in this very ring, you're going to have to answer for.
For years, I've been building this house, and at Double or Nothing, I proved to you that this is indeed whose house?
Swerve's house.
The reason I don't get to sleep in my house because I'm too busy building this one.
I am going to erase you from the annals of AEW forever.
At Double or Nothing, I take your world heavyweight championship.
Guys, we are just under an hour away from going live on pay-per-view at Double or Nothing. We've got a triple main event as we continue to break everything down here tonight, but do not miss a second of this pay-per-view. Let's talk about the AEW World Championship on the line. Swerve Strickland against Christian Cage. It's one thing to become the champion. It's another thing to stay champion. And tonight is a huge test for Swerve Strickland against somebody like Christian Cage, who again has done and seen it all in this business.
You know, yes, done and seen it all. Christian, 7-time world champion. I was in the ring for his first one, but you know, this morning in my hotel room, as I was transitioning from last night on Collision, and I had to get my, I guess you could say, my broadcaster mentality, I tried to put myself in the shoes of Christian as well as Swerve. And when I think back, what is the most important factor? I think back to 229 days ago. You don't learn anything from wins. You learn everything from losses. Swerve got beat by John Moxley in the Continental Classic. From that point forward, he has not lost. He has rolled through opponent after opponent after opponent. And as they're saying in the background, whose house? Swerve's house. I think it's going to remain Swerve's house tonight.
Let's talk about Christian Cage here. Christian Cage, a patriarchy. He's got Nick Wayne. He's got Mama Wayne. He is willing to do just about anything. Since he lost that TNT championship to Adam Copeland, that man needs more gold around his waist.
Let's talk about how he got the title shot in the first place. He was appointed challenger by the Bucks. He's playing a really smart game here. He doesn't need to do a lot of work until he gets in there tonight and reminds everyone how absolutely vicious he can be.
Speaking of viciousness, I mean, we saw Prince Nana being taken out. Is he going to be a factor here tonight?
He's always a factor. He's always, whether he's dancing or using his mind. Swerve's, this is his house.
Don't forget, when push comes to shove, Nana is a very dangerous man himself.
He sure is. All right, guys, the final of our triple main event here tonight for Double or Nothing. Anarchy in the Arena is back, baby. The Elite versus Team AEW. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the MGM Grand tonight.
When we came back, we said we were here to put AEW back on track, to get rid of the roadblocks and the people that stand in the way.
Oh my God! This is despicable.
Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do to protect what is yours, even if it's someone you love.
I may be fired from the Elite, but what you forget, there's also one other EVP. Part of the power belongs to the best bout machine.
the baseball machine now.
I was diagnosed with diverticulitis. Blunt force trauma to the stomach could kill you.
It's just business.
As an EVP, I have business to take care of too. Anarchy in the arena. No rules. The Young Bucks, Kazuchika Okada, Jack Perry against Team AEW.
I think I found a couple of guys to stand with us and fight the EVPs in this company.
Surprise, surprise, Eddie. You threw your hat in with the wrong team, and you're about to lose everything.
Anarchy in the arena is 4-on-3.
Darby Allin, the fourth for Team AEW and Anarchy in the arena.
The Elite ruined this place. Ruined the place that saved my life. And to save it, I'm gonna risk my life.
It's got a flamethrower! Because it's insane!
We're willing to do whatever it takes to save AEW.
And we'll give our bodies more than that.
AEW is ours. We're about to go to war.
Anarchy in the arena. You guys better come for a fight.
It's time to change the world.
Not only is Anarchy in the Arena one of the most brutal styles of matches that we have here at AEW, Bryan Danielson not at 100%, Darby Allin also not at 100%, FTR also just coming off of a brutal attack. How are they going to come together as a unit to figure something out here?
Let me tell you a little story about Bryan Danielson. I ran into him hiking at Red Rock.
You're
you know
a
how
hiker.
I love to hike.
Okay.
He was sitting on a big boulder. He turned to me and said, RJ, do you believe in chosen suffering? My answer was no, but he believes the hardships he puts himself through makes him a better person and an even better wrestler. I can say the same for Darby and FTR. It's insane, but it seems to be working.
Darby just got hit by a bus. The man was hit by a bus after he just broke his foot. I mean, this man, I will say his bones seem to be made of some kind of rubber, but we'll see what happens here tonight. Let's talk about the Elite.
You know, RJ, you're just kind of alluding to the obstacle is the opportunity, is what you're saying. But the actual situation here is that when you look at the Elite, there are no egos. That is one unit.
I agree.
What in the
hold on. No. There are no egos. They are in a single solidified unit. They're walking into tonight with one thing in mind that they had not just last year, but 5 years ago. And everybody wants to talk about and take credit for AEW and everything. If it was not for the Young Bucks, you wouldn't be sitting here today, you wouldn't be sitting here today, and I wouldn't be sitting here today.
True.
So the fact that they've come together as a unit, Jack Perry back off suspension, there is no chance in hell those guys don't get their hand raised.
Kazuchika Okada, one of the absolute best people in this entire industry.
He broke Danielson's wrist without even trying.
Door. That's right. All right, guys, we are less than
Let's
an
go,
hour away
boys.
from being live on pay-per-view for Double or Nothing. But right here on the buy-in, we are getting to the action.
Let's get down there.
It all off right here. We've got Brian Cage in the Gates of Agony taking on the Acclaimed in Daddy Ass.
And then what about this round 2 between the Virtuosa and La Mera Mera as Deonna Purrazzo takes on Thunder Rosa. Whew.
When I win the title, you'll be the first one to face me.
I took out Luther and Mariah May to give you a clear shot, which meant I was next. Thunder Rosa, you lost.
A lot of people believe in me and what I stand for, and I don't stand to be a coward like you.
The Virtuosa's not done.
You made this personal, and it's about time we end it.
And now we got a fight going on.
You should face your demons.
Here comes Thunder Rosa wielding a chair.
And the one demon that you should start facing is me.
A real psycho, this Thunder Rosa. And there goes Deonna Purrazzo.
No more hide and seek. No more games.
I promise you, you are not going to like the person you meet next.
I had no problem beating you in a wrestling match. I don't run away from any fight.
We're gonna do this when the lights are shining the brightest. I say we do it in Las Vegas.
We are jumping into the action here in Las Vegas, Nevada. The crowd still filing in, and beautiful Bobby Cruz standing by inside the ring.
This match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit.
Introducing first, let's get the graveyards of Tijuana, Mexico, the Mera Thunder Rosa.
I want to thank Double J, RJ, and Renee for the handoff here as we get into the action of the Double or Nothing buy-in. I'm Excalibur, joined by Tony Schiavone, Daddy Magic, Matt Menard, and Daddy Magic. We have a good old-fashioned grudge match on our hands.
I mean, take a look. Thunder Rosa has been chasing Deanna all over America for the last few weeks. Gets her opportunity right here tonight. The buy-in, Double or Nothing. No doubt about it.
No doubt about it indeed, Tony. Thunder Rosa out for revenge.
What a night as Thunder Rosa comes in with those 21 crosses on her cape.
She's dressed like Elvis.
She is, and the 21 crosses, I believe, are for the victims of the Uvalde school shooting.
That's right.
Thunder Rosa paying honor to the fallen.
Her opponent, wrestling out of Hackettstown, New Jersey, the virtuosa, Deanna Purrazzo.
Take a look at that record. 10-2 in 2024 since her arrival here.
Yeah, Deanna Purrazzo, one of the most dangerous submission specialists in all of professional wrestling. I mean, think about this. When she faced Toni Storm, Daddy Magic, Toni Storm tapped out to that Venus de Milo. Referee didn't see it. If the referee had, we would have a new AEW Women's World Champion.
We certainly would. And those are the breaks sometimes, you know? But here we are, Deanna. What she got, this is it, man.
I hate to say, you know, frustration is a part of pro wrestling. I know for all these great athletes, but sometimes if you lose a world title shot, you get frustrated. Both these ladies have given their best shot at Toni Storm. Toni Storm is still the world champion, so let's see what goes on. Look at the eyes of Thunder Rosa there.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa pacing. Deanna Purrazzo showing no sense of urgency there. And you see at the top of your screen, we're just over 45 minutes away from Double or Nothing. 5 years of AEW being celebrated here tonight. And you can join us on pay-per-view through Bleacher Report, traditional cable and satellite providers, Triller TV, PPV.com, DAZN, and YouTube. Also, AEW Double or Nothing is now available nationwide at Dave & Buster's locations. And internationally, fans, you can purchase Double or Nothing in select markets on Triller TV, PPV.com, YouTube, DAZN, Main Event, and Sky.
You know, the fans are already at a fever pitch here, and they're still filing in, like you said, and this is just the opening match. What a night it's going to be.
They're fired up. I'm fired up, guys.
You're always fired up.
That's right.
There you can scan the QR code right now and join us on Bleacher Report. There it is, right there on your screen. Take your phone.
Are we going to see a clean break here? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, collar and elbow tie-up. Both women very evenly matched. Mike Posey, the referee, calling for the clean break. Deanna Purrazzo changes levels, the shoulder into the midsection. Now stomping down Thunder Rosa in the corner.
I was expecting to see more of a quick start from Thunder Rosa. It's been weeks now, like I said. She's been chasing Deanna, wants a piece of her.
And Deanna Purrazzo, you know, reversed by Thunder Rosa, knife edge chop. Tony talked about Deanna Purrazzo's record. Thunder Rosa coming into this match, very impressive win-loss record as well. You would have to imagine that the winner of this match, I mean, it could have serious ramifications for the AEW Women's World Championship or perhaps the TBS Championship as Thunder Rosa takes down Deanna with the Tijeras.
Well, both have been champions. Both have been world champions. Of course, Deanna was the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, and Thunder Rosa the AEW World Champion before her injury.
Diving back elbow in the corner, that's right. Thunder Rosa, Daddy Magic, never beaten for that AEW Women's World Championship, forced to vacate the title.
She's been to the top of the mountain here in AEW. She knows what it takes. And we'll see if Deanna does, you know? She has been the Ring of Honor Women's Champion. To me, a little bit of a difference, you know?
Indeed it is, as Thunder Rosa connects with a drop kick, dropping down Deanna Purrazzo. A lot of confidence on the face of La Mera Mera.
She looks great tonight.
She does. I really think she looks in phenomenal shape tonight. And you hear the fans there, Daddy Magic. They are split down the middle.
Is she gonna fly here? Look out!
Drop kick to the ropes.
Got her good. The MGM's rocking early.
Thank you very much.
She's got her down. She better go right to the attack again. Don't let Deanna get up.
That's for sure. You know, this Thunder Rosa, I said it before, she's a lunatic. Unhinged.
Oh, wow. How about that straight kick that time? Ran right into it.
Right in the face. Deanna gonna take it in. No problem, Tony.
You know, you mentioned earlier, thought you'd get a clean break early. I don't believe in clean breaks anymore. I've been seeing so many wrestling matches. If you can get the advantage in the corner, take it.
I'm with you. You got to protect yourselves at all times.
Right. Cover up.
And Deonna Purrazzo laying a heavy shot into Thunder Rosa there on the outside.
I love it.
Thunder Rosa back into the ring. Deonna moving with not a real sense of urgency here, but a sense of confidence, it would seem.
Yeah, I was going to use the same word, confidence.
This is what she does. Never in a rush, Deonna.
It's going to be a long night if we're using the same words, Tony.
Yeah, well, get ready.
Get your thesaurus out.
I've learned from you, and you're not even the learning tree.
Learning tree.
And he'll be in action tonight as Deonna Purrazzo drops the leg on the arm, now wrenching it. The arm up Thunder Rosa.
Well, the Venus de Milo is her move, and of course, if she works on the arms, you know what she's setting it up for. And we see the tape on the left shoulder.
Big time.
Yeah, of Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa's taped from head to toe, it seems here.
Now, Deonna drives her down on that shoulder, goes for the cover, the kick out, but you see Thunder Rosa clutching that arm very close to her body.
Not only that, she's screaming out in pain here, Excalibur.
Daddy Magic, that Venus de Milo, it's not a typical Fujiwara arm bar. Deonna Purrazzo actually captures both arms of their opponents, of her opponents, as they're flattened out on their stomach.
I mean, is there anybody better in the female division than Deonna on the mat?
I would be hard-pressed to say so. Perhaps Serena Deeb is... Deonna Purrazzo going for the cover.
That's a great point. Serena, of course, challenging for the women's title tonight.
That's right. Timeless Tony Storm will be facing Serena Deeb later on as Double or Nothing goes live in just over 40 minutes around the world, and you still have a chance to join us. You can scan QR code on the bottom of your screen. Catch us on Bleacher Report through traditional cable and satellite operators, Triller TV, PPV.com, DAZN, and YouTube, and nationwide in all Dave and Buster's locations starting at the top of the hour, plus internationally fans. You can join us on Double or Nothing on Triller TV, PPV.com, YouTube, DAZN, Main Event, and Sky as well. There is no excuse. You want to join us in just over 40 minutes. It's Thunder Rosa reversal there, and the cover.
Deonna's getting a little nasty now.
Yeah, there was some jury.
Oh boy, how are you rotators?
Yes, Thunder Rosa maybe thinking the pendulum swing. Deonna, though, slips her arm free. But Thunder Rosa, oh no! Deonna, she was clutching onto that left wrist of Thunder Rosa, that injured arm, and she went to her back to land the right hand into Thunder Rosa's jaw.
Just a straight shot to the mouth.
The cover and the far leg is hooked.
Nothing fancy about it.
And that's that submission prowess you were talking about, Daddy Magic, of Deonna Purrazzo.
I mean, the right hand. Nothing to sneeze at that right hand, I'll tell you right now.
Top wrist lock there on Thunder Rosa, but Thunder Rosa rising up, attempting to get to her feet. Deonna, though, maintaining control of Thunder Rosa's left arm, or at least for the moment.
Look out here, both ladies running!
Both women, same idea. Both women go down.
All right.
We've got a bit in a stalemate here, Tony.
Yeah, if someone could roll over here, they might get a win. I'm not, because both are spent, as you can see, here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, where it all happened 5 years ago.
And you can hear this crowd very vocal, but a 50-50 split as the fans are still filing in here.
It's going to be a night, guys. It's going to be a night.
Yeah, 5 years of all elite wrestling being celebrated here tonight as Thunder Rosa eats a big open-handed shot from Deonna. Deonna eats one in return.
Here we go.
Thunder Rosa, neck breaker on Deonna Purrazzo.
Yeah, but can she finish up with something? It looks like, I don't know if she, looks like she got hit in the mouth or the nose.
Oh, she got hit in the mouth all right. That big right hand from Deonna.
Right.
And now Thunder Rosa building up ahead of drop kick. And that one, I'm not sure if I caught Deonna on the face or on the shoulder. Either way, Thunder Rosa looking for a cover, but only gets the 2 count.
I think Thunder Rosa was aiming for the top of the head that time, just to drive her head, and I think you're right, it kind of glanced off her face that time.
Deonna's had just about enough rolling to the outside here.
Yeah, trying to put some distance between herself and her aggressor is Deonna Purrazzo.
I think Deonna's trying to lure her in.
Oh. Yeah, the Thunder Rosa ducked underneath, landed the roundhouse kick.
What's she doing here? Oh, boy.
Man, you know what? You can tell that Deonna knew exactly what she was doing outside there. I could see that one coming.
Yeah, lured her in, eh?
Thunder Rosa,
Yeah,
not typically someone to go to the top rope. Deonna Purrazzo.
Oh, I love this big shoulder tackle on the gun. Yes!
Tree of woe.
Thunder Rosa with the shoulder into the midsection, but the kick out still. Deonna Purrazzo upset with this, but Deonna, she cannot afford to get flustered against a competitor like Thunder Rosa.
Deonna beat Lady Frost a couple weeks ago on Collision with that very move.
Oh, wait. Thunder Rosa transitioning out, trying to hammer down Deonna Purrazzo, maybe looking for a Fujiwara armbar of her own. No, Cobra clutch.
How about it?
Here from Thunder Rosa. And now forcing Deonna Purrazzo to carry Thunder's weight, but Deonna.
I mean, that's the play right there.
It's a page out of Wesley's book on Fezzik, the giant princess. And mind!
Got caught right there. Big time discus forearm.
1, 2, oh! Wow.
We're talking Princess Bride.
Yes, we are.
It's the buy-in, double or nothing.
No doubt about it. Scan the code, bottom of your screen. Join us on Bleacher Report. The top of the hour, just over 36 minutes away. Thunder Rosa, maybe looking for that Tijuana bomb.
It's going to be tough.
But Deonna, look how Deonna transitioned out, and now the Fujiwara armbar. Thunder Rosa is flattened out and in serious trouble here, Tony.
Look at the torque.
Exactly, the torque is right. Thunder Rosa trying to roll over. Great job, great job.
The counter, but Deonna able to kick out. Swing and a miss, but the backstabber connects.
Get a cover, Thunder, come on. Get to it.
Thunder's got a lot of fire. She's going to go back to that.
The Cobra clutch.
Yeah, the Cobra once again.
Now grounded is Deonna Purrazzo. Her only saving grace maybe that she's not completely flattened out. She's got her hip underneath her. But Deonna driving forward to the bottom rope. Thunder Rosa launches off the rope. Deonna, the cover, 2 and 3. Oh, she grabbed the bottom rope.
What happened
with this match? Deonna Purrazzo.
You're right, Excalibur, she did.
And the referee definitely didn't see it. I don't know if Thunder Rosa knew it either.
Do we have instant replay?
Of course we do. Let's see.
Thunder Rosa is going to watch this one back and be even more incensed with the virtuosa Deonna Purrazzo.
Well, she stole one right there. I don't think there's any question about that, Excalibur.
That's the way it goes, Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, and something tells me this bad blood between these two women is far from over. But fans, right now, what's your word from our partners at DraftKings?
AEW Double or Nothing is back, which means that we've got a free-to-play pool with our official partners, DraftKings.
But this is no ordinary pay-per-view, so this is no ordinary pool. Since there is a triple main event, you will get to answer multiple-choice questions during all 3 main event matches.
One of those questions could be, how many weapons are we going to see in Anarchy in the Arena?
Probably a lot. Or another question could be, how will the AEW World Championship match end?
TBS Championship matchup, Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné. Will there be any outside interference?
Plus, you also get to answer questions on Roderick Strong versus Will Ospreay, Adam Copeland against Malachi Black, and even will Toni Storm throw her shoe? That's a real question.
Sure is. Just download the DraftKings app, use the code AEW when you sign up to watch Double or Nothing, play for free at a chance at $10,000.
It's an expensive shoe.
DraftKings coming your way, or excuse me, Double or Nothing coming your way in just under 35 minutes. The AEW World Trios Championship on the line. Bang, bang, gang, and Death Triangle.
FTW Championship, it's a 3-way match. Chris Jericho defends, of course, the Learning Tree against Hook and Katsuyori Shibata.
Trent Beretta has asked for a straight-up wrestling match with Orange Cassidy. Will that be the case? We will find out later on tonight on Double or Nothing.
AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm, and her biggest challenge to date against Serenity the Professor.
Can the Alpha Konosuke Takeshita earn a shot at the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship? He will do so if he's able to defeat Jon Moxley later on tonight.
Can Will Ospreay win his first championship in AEW? He's got a shot tonight against Roderick Strong in the international title.
This is gonna be scary. The rated R superstar, Malachi Black, One-on-one locked inside a steel cage covered in barbed wire for the TNT Championship.
And then we've got a triple main event at Double or Nothing. And how about this? The TBS Championship. Willow Nightingale defends against Mercedes Moné, making her in-ring debut in AEW.
Can Christian Cage complete everything that he promised to take from Swerve Strickland? We will find out in the AEW World Championship match.
Anarchy in the arena. It will be the Elite against FTR, Darby Allin, and Bryan Danielson. It'll go all over the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
But we have one more match right here on the 0 hour, and it's about to take place. The Acclaimed and Daddy Ass will take on Toa Liona, Bishop Khan, and Brian Cage. And right now, let's go to the back where our colleague Lexi Nair is standing by.
I've got the Acclaimed here along with Daddy Ass. Guys, tonight you will face the Cage of Agony. How are we feeling going into this match?
You know what, Penny? We feel magnificent. You know why? Let me tell you why. Because last night I was scrolling through social media, because that's what I do. I scroll through social media and I come across Cage and Agony whining and complaining. Well, Cage, you're always talking about who better than? Well, 1, 2, 3, and you'll find that out tonight.
That's right. That's right. Brian Cage, you and your two boys want to say my name. Want to blame me for losing your match. Well, you guys know my name, but what are your guys' names? I still haven't learned it. And I'm a quick learner. I'm a smart guy. I went to college. I still don't know your names. How long have they been here? How many times have they said their names? I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. So you guys want to say that last night at Collision, that was your biggest opportunity of your guys' career. Well, I guess that makes sense, being in the ring with the best wrestler alive, being in the ring with the Acclaimed. But you know what? That match for me was just another match, just another day at work. So you know what, guys? You want to take it personal? Now I'm taking it personal, because I got to wrestle you again. Lend my star power, the best wrestler alive. Lend the Acclaimed star power to you guys. Once again, man, I could have been anywhere else, but I got to be here. And I'll tell you what, my respect is hard to earn. Brian Cage, you and your two boys don't have any of it. And that's said humbly by the best wrestler alive. That's a mic drop, bitch!
Lexi, there's so much to talk about. Why? Because we're live! Las Vegas, MGM Grand, Double or Nothing. And tonight it's Double or Nothing with the Acclaimed. Brian Cage, 2 weeks ago, you and your big, strong muscles acted like a little bitch, kicking me in the nuts to get the win. And now you bring your friends into it. The Cage of Agony. Well, I'm a gay in agony, having to listen to you speak, having to listen to you whine about your names. When you want your name up in lights, here you go. Step up to the plate, because when it's all said and done, your names are just going to be nothing next to the Acclaimed, because we're going to whip your ass all over this strip. And we are going to go out afterwards. We're going to play a little poker. We're going to pull some slots, and we're going to win the jackpot. And we're going to celebrate all night long. Why? Because everyone loves the Acclaimed.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for a very special announcement. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Martha Hart and our president, CEO, and founder of AEW, Tony Khan.
Well, Dr. Martha Hart, always great to have her here in Las Vegas. Always great to honor the legacy of her late husband. The Owen Hart Foundation does such great work, and really our privilege to have the Owen Hart Foundation associated with All Elite Wrestling.
Hey. Martha, it is so great to have you here in Las Vegas. You have a special announcement. The floor is yours.
Well, it's great to be back here in Las Vegas at Double or Nothing. And this year is a very special year for the Owen Hart Foundation. We are celebrating 25 years of philanthropy and giving back, making this world a better place. And because it's our special 25th anniversary, we have a little something special in mind for the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament and Owen Cup. Owen, 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 Owen. So Tony, I think you should do the honors, and you should tell all these wonderful fans what we have in mind.
Thank you very much, Martha. Hello, everybody. We've got something very special planned for this year. It's the 3rd year collaborating with Dr. Martha Hart to present in AEW the Owen Hart Foundation Cup Tournament. Last year we had a great tournament, and the year before, and it was actually on Christmas Eve. Martha and I were talking this year, and Martha had a great idea. She said, Tony, I think it would add even more stakes to the great Owen Hart Foundation Cup Tournament if the winners of the men's and women's Owens were to get world title shots. I thought that was such a great idea, Martha. And in fact, I think the time and the place for the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Cup Tournament should be again in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, July 10th, in the hometown of Owen Hart and the great Hart family. And I think that the winners of the Owen Hart Foundation Cup Tournament, the men's and women's champions, should get world title shots at AEW All-In Wembley Stadium. Thank you very much for working with us, Martha. We're so excited about AEW and the Owen again. I'll see you in Calgary. See you all at Wembley Stadium. And happy 5-year anniversary. Thank you, Martha. Thank you.
Such incredible news about the Owen Hart Foundation Cup Tournament. Guys, let's carry on with some action here for Double or Nothing. Let's head on back down to our broadcast team.
Well, the Scotiabank Saddle Dome on on July 10th will be the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. The winners earning a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship, the AEW World Championship at All in London. Coming up this August, that is a big bombshell dropped by Dr. Martha Hart and Tony Khan, Daddy Magic.
It's huge. There's nothing like Stampede Week in Calgary. We're going to be there on the 10th.
Can't wait. It's going to be tremendous, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen when we get to Wembley Stadium on the 25th of August.
And fans, we are looking forward to our return to Calgary. We're looking forward to going back to Wembley Stadium. But before that, DraftKings Sportsbook is official partner of AEW, and new customers deposit $5 and get a bonus bet back up to $1,500 in the amount of your first bet in the event that it does not hit. Simply download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, sign up with promo code AEW, and now a word from DraftKings.
DraftKings, giving a bonus bet back if I lose so I don't have to sweat my bet? NBA Hall of Famer Patrick Ewing. Now, you know all about sweating. Break it down for us.
A no-sweat bet. It's kind of like an offensive rebound. You miss your first shot, you get another chance to score.
You're supposed to shower after the game, Patrick.
New customers, get your first bet back as a bonus bet up to $1,500 if it doesn't hit. The crown is yours.
Thank you, DraftKings and fans. Remember, tonight, Double or Nothing, a triple main event. First, the TBS Championship match. Willow Nightingale, the champion, the CEO, Mercedes Moné, the challenger.
AEW World Championship on the line. It's Swerve Strickland defending against Christian Cage.
And this is going to be absolutely unglued. Anarchy in the arena. The Elite versus Team AEW. All three main events coming your way tonight on Double or Nothing. But before that, one more match tonight, Tony, on the buy-in.
It'll be a trios match, the Acclaimed against the Cage of Agony. Brian Cage, of course, and his two big men.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the mascot of your Vegas Golden Knights, Chance!
This guy's up to no good.
There's some fans who booing him.
Yeah, I would too.
Why?
I don't know.
Maybe because your team didn't win the Stanley Cup, is that it?
I've never liked mascots.
Does Chance have two big men with him, Tony?
I think Chris Jericho's turning into a mascot.
I've got two big men with me.
This is a trios match. Set for one fall and a 20-minute time limit. Team number one at a combined weight of 811 pounds. Coleon and Bishop Pond.
Gates of Agony, the Machine, Brian Cage, the Arcade of Agony.
Those are two big men.
That's three big men, technically.
Yeah, three big men.
Take a look. No, thank you. You want to be sitting across the ring from these guys?
Three big men, but also three very angry men as well.
It used to be the Gates of Agony. Now it's been rebranded, so to speak, as Cage of Agony.
Well, the Gates of Agony is just Toa Leona and Bishop Khan.
Oh, I got it. Thank you.
When they have Brian Cage in the mix as a trio, then they're the Cage of Agony.
I'll write that down.
Very easy to follow.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down right here. You read that right here.
See, hey, don't write down the mic thing.
Three big men. Sounds like a sitcom.
We are having so much fun, and we're not even to the pay-per-view yet.
Her opponents, Daddy Ass and the Acclaimed.
Her brother.
Yo! Yo! The Cage of Agony sounds like a chastity belt. I'll whip you all, I'ma leave your freaky ass with a welt. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. Brian Cage, limp penis, barely a man. Damn, straight busting on these hoes. He got no shoes, you probably sucking on his toes. You're a pervert, you probably put your long hair in curlers. Yes, I'm on the mic and it's a murder. Brian Cage always dressing up, but do not lie. These days, why you cosplay as a top guy? To you other guys, I still don't know your name, but in Vegas, everybody loves the... See, I didn't even have to finish that. What's your name? We got business, Las Vegas! The Acclaimed have arrived! Scissor me, Daddy ass!
Max Caster in a salty mood tonight, guys.
I think I can help him out. Those two guys doesn't know their name. They're two big guys.
And, you know, fans, I just want to make it clear, despite what Max Caster said, there's no kink shaming here in All Elite Wrestling.
No, I agree.
Speak for yourself. There we go.
Hey, look at that countdown clock. We're about 20 minutes away from Double or Nothing.
That's right, Tony. And the only way to watch Double or Nothing is coming up on the top of the hour. Pay-per-view through Bleacher Report, through traditional cable and satellite providers, Triller TV, PPV.com, DAZN, and YouTube. Also, nationwide in Dave & Buster's locations, plus internationally, you can join us on Triller TV, PPV.com, YouTube, DAZN, Main Event, and Sky. Double or Nothing, just 20 minutes away.
What you guys got? Anarchy in the arena.
I mean,
well, if I don't say the Elite, I might get fired.
Thinking the exact same thing.
That's the only answer. It's the only answer.
Isn't it terrible to have to do that? How we have been under siege, our wrestling has been under siege by those guys.
I mean, it's unfortunate because the Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, the executive vice presidents, just abusing their power at almost every step. I mean, remember, they're the ones that elected Christian Cage and nominated him to challenge Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship.
Yeah, not the Young Bucks that we remember from 5 years ago here at Double or Nothing.
I kind of like what they've done with the place.
Oh, jeez, stop it.
Well, Bishop Khan, the standing switch there on Max Caster. And you would have to imagine here tonight, Gates of Agony, or excuse me, the Cage of Agony, they're able to defeat Acclaimed and Daddy Ass, the former AEW World Trios champions. Well, cover here by Khan, that Max Caster will definitely remember the name of Bishop Khan and Toa Leona.
Max Caster looking lean, looking good.
Yeah,
got taken off his feet there, though.
You know, Ken got a hair takedown that time, and he's going to tag out quickly. Here's...
Talk about big men.
Yeah, big men. Here's someone that will not be intimidated. Oh, he wants Brian Cage as he get in here.
These people love themselves some daddy ass, let me tell you.
And fans still filing in here to the MGM Grand Garden Arena, back where it all began 5 years ago, the original Double or Nothing.
Who loves posing more than Brian Cage?
No one. Quite frankly, no one.
He'll keep watching himself in the BAM up top there.
Billy still looking sharp, even after all these years, but he's going to have his hands full with Brian Cage near the midsection. And Matt, do you and Billy Gunn, do you have daddy heat?
We're daddy brothers.
Yeah, Cage right now, he just wants to show up daddy ass. That's all he wants to do.
This guy loves posing. I've seen him cost him many a match. A bit of an idiot, Brian Cage, sometimes, huh?
I mean, if he passes by a particularly shiny trash can in the hallway, he'll start posing in it.
Certainly will.
Fletcher.
Well, you know,
not inside the trash can.
We understand that. But he's got a wonderful, wonderful physique. He really does. I mean, there's nothing like it.
Specificity is the soul of narrative, Tony.
Huh?
If this is the start of what you're going to be like tonight.
How about Bobby Cruz?
Double or nothing.
As the shoulder tackle lowered by Billy Gunn.
All right, a little pose down here, boys. Nothing wrong with it. I don't know what that is.
We know what that is.
He set us up.
It's called giving him the business.
It certainly is.
Swing by Brian Cage, Billy Gunn.
So telegraphed. Billy Gunn was easily blocking that one.
Now Billy dropping those hammers on the head of the machine, but Cage, using his agility, floats over, rolls Billy through.
Look out!
And a drop kick to the jaw. Billy Gunn got rocked by that one.
Get to it, Cage! No, boy.
Leona, Bishop Khan charging in. Taking down Bowens and Caster, and Brian.
Yeah!
That is a lot of weight. That's a lot of muscle going over that top rope for Brian Cage and Billy Gunn.
It was teetering on the top, but finally the momentum took him over. I don't know who got the worst of it, though.
Billy Gunn sent hard into the barricade. And look at this. Bowens with that taped up thigh.
He's stuck big time. We got people everywhere here. Look out!
As Caster right in front of our desk.
Caster, he knows what's up.
Sent it to the barricade, and Brian Cage and Toa Leona ganging up on Billy Gunn. And now look at this. Oh my God. Bowens was wedged in the steps.
Oh God, that may have torn a knee up.
And
yeah, that's bad news right there.
Yeah, that is terrible news. Referee Brandon Martinez trying to regain order here, but Toa Leona, Bishop Khan, and Brian Cage, I mean, just running roughshod all over the Acclaimed.
You know, basically they have right now taken care of 2 men. It's 3-on-1 in here, guys. 3-on-1.
Oh boy.
And here comes Cage, the uppercut on Caster.
I mean, where do you go now if you're Caster? No one to tag to.
Well, Caster said during that interview that we saw that he was the greatest wrestler in the world. He's got a chance to prove it now here if he can come back from this.
Oh boy.
Khan. Oh, man. As he drops Caster's spine first on that turnbuckle. And big senton onto the chest of Max Caster.
Cover the guy.
Here we go. We have seen this so many times. He's going to suplex him from the middle rope.
Just going to scoop him and dump him here.
And Caster not a small man, but Brian Cage is a machine. The cover 1, 2, and Caster able to kick out.
Wow. They got to get the maximum amount of damage in now, man. Nobody to tag to, nowhere to go. This is it, boys. Yeah, you got to capitalize.
I'm telling you, after what happened to Anthony Bowens on the outside, I'm not sure Anthony can continue in this match.
Yeah, we may not see him again tonight. This might just be a 3-on-2 match for as long as this goes. And fans, we are just 14 minutes away from Double or Nothing coming your way on pay-per-view live at the top of the hour on Bleacher Report through traditional cable and satellite providers, Triller TV, PPV.com, DAZN, and YouTube. Plus, in all Dave & Buster's locations nationwide, you can catch Double or Nothing internationally. You can join us for Double or Nothing on Triller TV, PPV.com, YouTube, DAZN, Main Event, and Sky, celebrating 5 years of AEW. Just over 10 minutes, you still have a chance to join us.
A good shot of the face of Max Caster, and he is in, if I can use the term, agony here. Stepping on the side of his face.
Well, Caster, he was rapping about the Tootsies of Toa Leona, Daddy Magic.
Well, he's getting a taste right now.
Quite literally. And now look, Khan grabbing Caster from behind, just ripping at his face as Toa Leona had referee Brandon Martinez distracted.
You know, we got a Trios title match coming up tonight, the Unified Trios Championship at Double or Nothing. I would think the winner of this match would have a real good shot at the winner of that one.
Yeah, they'd be nicely situated here to challenge either Death Triangle or the Bang Bang Gang for the AEW World Trios Championship. But Brian Cage is driving that shoulder into the midsection of Caster and a chop to the chest.
We're 12 minutes away from Double or Nothing, guys, and I can't help but think about the 8 guys in Anarchy in the arena, the nerves they must be feeling right now.
I mean, at the beginning of 2024, I mean, even 5 years ago, when Double or Nothing began, did you ever think you would see the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, in the Anarchy in Arena match?
Not a chance. And we didn't even know what Anarchy in the Arena was.
That's right. I mean, it was a match that almost ended Bryan Danielson's career last year. He was on the shelf for months after the Anarchy in Arena match last year's Double or Nothing, Tony.
And yeah, absolutely. It was right here, as you said. And Bryan Danielson is back.
Caster, the cover, the referee didn't see it. 1, 2, and Bishop Khan able to kick out. Here you see one of our triple main events as well, the Anarchy in the Arena match plus AEW World Championship title match. Swerve Strickland faces the challenge of Christian Cage, plus the third of the triple main event. Willow Nightingale, the TBS champion. Mercedes Moné, the CEO. Her in-ring debut for All Elite Wrestling coming up tonight, live on Double or Nothing.
You want to talk about nerves? What about Swerve? His first title defense on pay-per-view, coming in as a champion. All that pressure. It's got to be something, man. All goes down tonight.
But Christian Cage, I mean, he's vowed to take everything from Swerve Strickland, including the AEW World Championship. And I mean, he's pretty much done so all throughout. I mean, we saw Swerve, though, get a measure of revenge this past Wednesday in Bakersfield. Toleona, nobody home.
Come on, Max.
Max has only one guy, as you can see, to tag here. Still not seen Anthony Bowens. Like you said, Excalibur, it might be a 3-on-2 the rest of the way.
As
Daddy Ass looks ready to go, huh?
Max Caster using those powerful
Here we
legs.
go!
Pushing off. Toleona tag made to Billy Gunn. Billy throwing some big right hands. All 3 member the Cage of Agony. As Brian Cage sent to the outside, inside the ring. One and only Bishop Khan driven down. 2 and no! Khan able to kick out.
We talk a lot about Leona. We talk a lot about Brian Cage, but Bishop Khan is a hell of an athlete as well. He can do a lot. He came out of that.
Looking to finish.
Really looking for the finisher. Toba Leona.
Is that a headbutt?
That's great teamwork, man.
Toba Leona taking Billy Gunn off his feet, but Max Caster, the springboard, the slip. He didn't get all of it, but he got enough to take down Toba Leona. Bishop Khan. The lung blower there, and discus lariat. Caster got wiped out.
They have beat the hell out of Max Caster tonight.
What a match these guys have wrestled.
And now Billy Gunn hoisted up by the Cage of Agony, and oh man, power bomb, triple power bomb. The cover, 2, and Bowens, where did he come from?
At the last moment, all he could muster on one leg.
Can't bear any weight. Look at that.
And Bowens throwing shot at Cage. Kick to the midsection of the headbutt there from Toba Leona. Bowens goes down in a heap.
What a dominating performance here by the Cage of Anarchy?
Cage of Agony.
Agony.
Anarchy in the Arena.
Thank you.
Very welcome. As Brian Cage now getting a chair. I don't think he needs to do this. Cage, Leona, and Khan seem to have this match wrong. Oh, wait, Chance!
I knew it! This guy's trouble!
Are you kidding me?
Chance taking the chair out of the hands of Brian Cage.
Chance, he better run here.
This guy's a bozo. I can't wait to see him get his.
He better run.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Caster. A famous on Brian Cage on the outside. And now Toba Leona just swarming on top of Caster there. And inside the ring, Bishop Khan. Oh, wait, inside cradle by Billy Gunn. 1, 2, 3.
How about that?
The winners of this match, Daddy Ass and the Acclaimed.
Billy Gunn, such great veteran instincts. He sensed that Bishop Khan was just distracted for a moment by the presence of Chance on the outside.
That's all it takes sometimes. You let a guy like Billy Gunn breathe for a second, and he rolls you up. There you go.
Yeah, the referee checked in on Billy Gunn. was slow to get up here.
And the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass, you get the sense that they just barely survived that. That was, Cage of Agony, they were looking sharp until Chance intervened.
What a performance by them. It's just unfortunate the way it goes sometimes. I told you this match got Chance. A bozo. 7 minutes, 30 seconds away from Double or Nothing.
That's right, coming your way live at the top of the hour as we're about to have a four-way scissor party here in Vegas. We didn't even have to pay for it. Well, the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass escaping with a victory here tonight. Double or Nothing, the buy-in. And now we turn our attention to the top of the hour, Double or Nothing. Available live on pay-per-view. You do not want to miss it. We will be live around the world in just under 7 minutes for Double or Nothing and our massive triple main event. There you can scan the promo code at the bottom of your screen. Join us on Bleacher Report for Double or Nothing.
For the life of a creature is in the blood, and I have been given it for you to make atonement for yourself on the altar. This altar, this cage, which will serve as your confessional cup, and every tear in your skin will serve as an admission of your guilt. This bloodletting, a release from bounds that you put on yourself. I will not stop, I will not yield, no, I will meet you in the abyss that we created together. And I will look you in the eyes, and I will absolve you through torture and death.
What do you see when you look at me, Adam?
That match coming up later on tonight. The first time ever the TNT Championship will be defended inside a barbed wire steel cage, and you can join us on Double or Nothing through Bleacher Report, traditional cable satellite providers, Triller TV, PPV.com, DAZN, YouTube, and Dave & Buster's locations nationwide. Internationally, you can join us for Double or Nothing on Triller TV, PPV.com, YouTube, DAZN, Main Event, and Sky. And Tony, we have a massive night of action coming up at the top of the hour for Double or Nothing.
Of course, we have a triple main event, and that'll be coming up later on. But first, the Unified World Trios Championship, the Bang Bang Gang, and Death Triangle for the title.
Chris Jericho, the Learning Tree, puts his FTW Championship for the world, as he says, on the line in a three-way match against Katsuyori Shibata and Hook.
Talk about a bitter grudge match. Former friends will collide. Orange Cassidy and Trent Beretta one-on-one.
Timeless Toni Storm looks to make yet another defense of her AEW Women's World Championship, but this is going to be an extremely tough test against the technically gifted Professor Serena Deeb.
We have an eliminator match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. John Moxley, the champion, against Konosuke Takeshita. We saw what happened on the Collision last night.
Yeah, Moxley going into that match with a compromised left arm, but Roderick Strong will look to defend his AEW International Championship against the red-hot aerial assassin, Will Ospreay.
We saw just moments ago, it's going to get ugly. It's going to be exciting. It's a barbed wire steel cage match for the TNT Championship. Adam Copeland against Malachi Black.
And you mentioned it, the triple main events headlining 5 years of Double or Nothing. First, the TBS Championship will be on the line. Willow Nightingale out to prove that she can beat Mercedes Moné, whether Mercedes is 50%, 100%, or 110%. And you know the CEO, Mercedes, is coming into this match extra motivated.
You can better believe that Swerve is extra motivated as well. He'll be defending the AEW World Championship against the patriarch Christian Cage, who says he's taken everything he can from him. One more thing left to take the world title tonight.
And Anarchy in the arena. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, Jack Perry, Kazuchika Okada. They will take on Team AEW FTR, Darby Allin, and the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And it all goes down live tonight in Las Vegas. Kicking off in just a few moments.
There's been a lot said about this town. A lot more that can never be spoken. Fortunes change with the roll of the dice.
Want to change the world? Las Vegas, Nevada!
Realities shift on the flip of a card.
You want my darkest side?
And to win big in this place, you need to be willing to risk big.
On another level.
There is one thing here that is always certain. This place lives for the fight. And the triple main event, that is Vegas.
Money changes everything.
There is a difference between being great and the greatest of all time.
The last time we wrestled, I walked away a champion, and you didn't walk out at all.
There's a price to pay when you mess with Mercedes Monday.
I am not gonna let you just walk into AEW and take this championship.
The Elite has arrived. Oh my God! We're in charge now. This is just business.
As an EVP, I have business to take care of too. Anarchy in the arena, no rules. The Young Bucks, Kazuchika Okada, Jack Pear against Team AEW.
Darby Allin, the fourth for Team AEW and Anarchy in the arena. Unbelievable! Anarchy in the arena? You want? Then Anarchy in the arena you're gonna get! Whose damn house?
I'm gonna walk into Swerve's house and I'm gonna rip the AEW championship out of your hands. I'm gonna make sure you're a footnote in the history of AEW.
Footnote. World champion. History maker. Headliner.
I will walk out of Double or Nothing champion.
I took your blood, Swerve. At Double or Nothing, I take your world championship.
Tonight, will your dreams come true under these bright lights? Or be buried in the desert? Because after all these years, you know that in Las Vegas, it's double or nothing.
It's time to change the world.